Hello, everyone. I'm Jackson Ledford, and this is Morgan Bell alongside me here at News Park in Stark Vegas, Mississippi, where we have the championship game of the Bulldog Kickoff Classic that will show the Lady Jacks of Stephen F. Austin playing against the Mississippi State Bulldogs right here and today. Now, the weather has warmed up, and so has the action, and it's exciting to see these two teams play against each other. Of course, these two teams played each other previously in the round-robin action, and it sort of went in favor of the Bulldogs for the first time.
Yes, it did. These two teams met up on Friday evening, and it was definitely a pitcher's duel. Emily Williams pitched for the Bulldogs, complete 7 innings, earning 14 strikeouts. Kriesel pitched for Stephen F. Austin and also put up a great fight against the Bulldogs. It was a close game. It was just a great pitcher's duel out there in the circle.
And we're going to see some more great pitching tonight. It will be Wilbur for the Jacks, who will be squaring off against Grace Fagan for the Bulldogs. Fagan pitched earlier against MTSU in the round-robin format, and we'll see her in the circle again today.
Yeah, absolutely. Grace Fagan, she started the first game of this tournament, and now today she's starting the final game of this potential final game of this tournament for the Bulldogs. So a lot of confidence the coaching staff has in this freshman pitcher, putting her out there in some pretty big moments in these preseason games. So excited to see how it unfolds today.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We're going to give you the starting lineup for the Bulldogs as they will be on the field first. Over at third base, Montana Davidson, shortstop. Bevier Robinson over at second will be Heimberger. And then over at first, Sarai New, and playing catcher today will be Mia Davidson. Over in left field, Fale Lua, and Kat Moore over in center, and Quinn will be over in right field as well. Again, the weather has warmed up. It started 36, I believe, when the first pitch started Friday, and has warmed up now to a nice 57. Don't have to wear those jackets, and the fans are out, and so we're ready for some more great softball action today. First batter for the Lady Jacks, it'll be Hedspeth, number 4, playing right field for the Lady Jacks. As Grace Fagan is getting ready for the first pitch for the inning. Ball inside to start. The count goes to 1-0 now. You've sort of played a few games already. Do you feel like both teams are feeling comfortable where they are as a team?
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of games have been played this weekend here at News Park, so I'm sure these teams are starting to figure out maybe a little bit of who's hot right now, who's playing good in the field, maybe kind of getting an idea of a lineup they want to carry on to their next tournaments.
Yeah, this early action, both teams trying to find their identity as Fagan's working with a 1-1 count now to Hedspeth. Pitch a little up in the zone there, 2-1 the count. Now, of course, Mississippi State, 24th in the nation. That brings a lot of pressure if you're the home team trying to hold off the Lady Jacks today.
Yeah, it could be seen as pressure. I think a lot of it can be seen as, opportunity to continue to show like what you've got, especially when you're a ranked team. I feel like a lot of the ranked teams maybe don't even look at the rankings, they're just out there playing against the game and themselves and focusing on the process.
3-1 count now. As it'll be a walk to start off the inning for the Lady Jacks. So the leadoff batter does her job. No outs, runner on first, and Fagan's going to have to try to find her rhythm early in this ball game. Next batter up will be Goodman, the left fielder, number 17, for the Lady Jacks. Goodman tried to sacrifice herself over, but the ball goes foul.
Yeah, heads up by Mia Davidson and most of the Bulldog defense who's probably expecting a bunt or some sort of small ball right here. Mia Davidson coming up, firing that to second base to get the lead runner out.
Infielders moving in as well, expecting much more of the same. We'll see if it happens. Thought about it, but held back was Goodman. Good read there. And it's sort of a game of will she or won't she. You have the infielders coming in. We saw yesterday a couple people showed it and then end up hitting for it anyway. So if the infielders charging in, you got to be careful, as Goodman could surprise you here with the hit. Ball's popped up back behind Mia Davidson. 1-2 the count now. And that's where it takes the bunting situation off the table now.
Yeah, Goodman with trying to bunt twice and not getting it down either time. You have to get the bunt down right here to move that runner, especially early in the game. Trying to score early, get runners in scoring position. And now Goodman is forced to hit for power or slap.
And she does get a piece of it. It'll go back to the pitcher. The out will be recorded at first, but the runner does advance to scoring position. So essentially what a sac would have done.
Yep, doing the same thing as a sacrifice bunt. So doing her job, but in a different way than a bunt. That's all it takes.
Up to the plate now will be Nova Gill, the second baseman for the Lady Jacks. Fagan working with one out now, runner at second. Infielder still in a little bit, must be expecting more of the same. She shows it, and the runner thought about going, but Davidson reacted quickly.
Nova Gill, only a sophomore, but had a great freshman season last year. She started all of their games mainly at second base, led the team with a .381 batting average. So pretty good for a freshman.
Oh, yes, indeed. Her team's going to be expecting more of that as she looks at a strike to even the count up at 1 apiece. You still see some fans coming in the News Park today. Great day for softball. A little overcast, but nothing too terrible. 1-1 count now for Fagan. Ball outside, nice job by Davidson to block it up and keep the runner at second. Now with the infielders coming in, no one's really covering second base, so she can't really throw out there, even though the runner advances a good way off. So,
yeah, probably right now the defense that Mississippi State is in, there isn't someone covering second base.
The bunt goes foul. 2-2 count now. It looks like early on the SFA Lumberjacks are trying to catch Mississippi State with the small ball aspect of the game.
Yeah, when you get that leadoff runner on, especially early in the game, small ball is really important.
You can see the infielder sort of backed up a bit now. Ball goes up. Lelua is tracking and does rein it in for the Bulldogs. Lelua coming from her spot in left field to come grab that one. 2 outs, runner at second now. And stepping in, it'll be Bennett, the DP for SFA. Fagan waits for the first pitch. Be a hard hit foul. You can see some fans lining up on the outside wall there. Good to see them come out today. 0-1 the count now. Bennett is looking for something she can drive in the run with. Well, we have a ball in the dirt. Runner goes. But Davidson won't be able to corral it in time as the runner does manage to reach third safely.
Yeah, great job right there by Goodman. Seeing the ball in the dirt and using her wheels to get to third.
She definitely has speed.
Yes.
And the Bulldogs want to talk about some potential situations.
I'm sorry, Hedspeth, not Goodman.
Correct. Correct. So what do you think Studman is going to now just to remind her players about? Just situational ball?
Yeah, definitely. We have 2 outs right here. She's probably telling Grace Fagan, hey, we got 2 outs. Let's focus on getting this out. Don't worry about that runner at third. You do your game. Spin the ball. work hard right here.
Bulldogs no stranger to winning in the Bulldog Kickoff Classic. The record's 29-3. So they're this is a opening tournament they're very comfortable with, as history would suggest ever since Studeman's been here.
Yeah, everyone coming out of that meeting with smiles, probably just reminding her players to stay calm and have fun.
Bennett waiting for the pitch. Will be low again.
Great job by Davidson, blocking that up.
Hedspeth does have speed. You have to account for that. Fagan deals. Ball will be hit to Sarai New, and she does bring it in. So runner left on base, but the Bulldogs will avoid the situation there. They'll be up to bat next, right after this.
For the Bulldogs at the bottom of the first, the catcher number 33, Mia Davidson.
And now it's time for the Bulldogs to bat for their first time in this ball game. Mia Davidson will lead off for the Bulldogs. She's had much success already in the start of the 2019 season. Home run and a grand slam in 2 separate games. It's her first grand slam ever in her career, which is a little bit surprising since she did set the record for home runs in the season by a Bulldog last year. So,
Yeah, grand slams are pretty rare, you know.
she's working with a 2-0 count now. In the circle for the Lady Jacks will be Wilbur. We'll give you a lineup for them after this pitch. Ball outside. Over at third base for the Lady Jacks will be Gregory. Shortstop Wolf. Over at second, Novagill. Corona at first, and Richard will be playing catcher today. In the outfield, Goodman, Crawford, and Hedspeth. And that'll be the lineup for the Lady Jacks this afternoon. Lobo deals and puts the count to 3-1 for Davidson to work with. Wilbur deals again, and it'll be a walk from Mia Davidson to lead off for the Bulldogs. So a walk for both sides to start for leadoff. And Fale Lua, who hit 2 home runs yesterday, steps up the plate again. A lot of power in Mississippi State's lineup this year.
Yeah, a lot of power. Fale Lua transferring in from Arizona State, bringing a lot of power to the Mississippi State lineup.
4 hits and 10 at-bats so far this season as Fale Lua takes a big cut but misses. She tries to see what she can do with another one pitch from Wilbur coming. 0-2 the count now. Now, Mia Davidson has the potential to steal here. She stole a base yesterday. Follow a little 0-2 count as Wilbur's trying to get the first out of the inning for the Lady Jacks. Pitch outside, trying to catch Mia Davidson leaning one way. Almost worked. But good awareness from Mia Davidson to get back in time.
Wilbur, just a freshman out on the mound today. Already has 3 wins on the season.
As a pop-up over out to the shortstop for the first out of the inning for the Bulldogs.
Fielder number 2, Kat Moore.
And Kat Moore will come up to the plate. Kat Moore had a couple of triples yesterday. She had a good hitting performance for the Dogs. Wilbur, a freshman from Bridge C, Texas. She's getting ready to start the season for her squad today. Ball outside, evens the count at 2-0. Kat Moore's family in attendance today. We saw her sister pre-game.
Yep, busting out some dance moves.
Another strike from Wilbur there. 2-1 the count, 1 out.
Yeah, 2-0 count right there. You can expect a pretty good pitch coming your way if you're the hitter.
Wilbur gets the call in. A hard hit from Moore, but it'll be well foul. 2-2 the count now. Kat Moore chased that one just a little bit and got in front of that one. She stands back into the plate again. Trying to see what she can do with 1 out. She does hit one. The left fielder, center fielder will actually go get that one. Crawford having a lot of ground to work with. It looked like the right fielder will actually go get that one.
Yeah.
But Crawford reins it in.
Great catch right there by Crawford. Her and Hedspeth both running towards it out there, and Crawford making the grab at the last second. Great play.
Sarai New comes to the plate now. And she'll take a strike 1. Strong pitch from Wilbur there. Bulldogs trying to make damage done with 2 outs. Ball a little high, even just count at 1.
Yeah, we can see Wilbur's gone up in the zone a few times with these Mississippi State batters, trying to make them chase and get ahead.
Through 4 games, Sarai New has a .462 batting average. Six hits at 13 at-bats. 2-1 the count as she's trying to see something from Wilbur she likes. The ball will be inside and low to make it a 3-1 count. So now you must be expecting to see something she likes or for Wilbur to get back into this count here.
Definitely looking for a good pitch to hit with this 3-1 count.
A foul ball will make it a full count.
Yeah. New just missed that pitch.
Wilbur has some good velocity on her pitches today.
Yeah, 3-2 now, 2 outs. Davidson is running at first base.
But Sarai New will be hit by the pitch. So 2 runners on now, 2 out. And then stepping in is Montana Davidson, who's having a 700 through 4 games, which is a
Pretty
ridiculous
good.
stat. Absolutely. Sister of Mia Davidson, missed last season with a knee injury, but has already exploded in the 2019 season. Big swing and a miss, but misses outside. Good pitch from Wilbur there. Oh, 1 now from Wilbur. Ball outside again, trying to see if the runners were moving. They are not.
Yeah, we saw Sarai New getting hit by that pitch. She's second in career, second most hit in the Mississippi State program history, with being hit 36 times.
How much more till she's number 1?
Number 1 is 55, so little ways to go.
Yeah. Well, the ball goes straight to the third baseman, and she'll just tag third base, and that's how we will end the first inning. So no score yet as we start at the top of the second here in just a moment.
PKC members, don't forget that you can. Now batting for the Lady Jacks, third baseman number 2, Lindsey Gregory.
Lindsey Gregory will be leading off for the Lady Jacks in the top of the second inning. Fagan managed to hold the Lady Jacks scoreless in the first, and she'll throw a strike inside. Bulldogs playing in on that one, expecting a bunt situation there, but it goes for a strike as Gregory looks at that one. Now behind the count, trying to do a 2-strike magic hit here. Ball in the dirt, though, from Fagan. She's waiting the pitch. Hard hit, but that'll be over to Bevier Robinson. And that was a good play from Sarai New. Throw was wild. She got off the bag, caught it, and tagged the runner as she was coming up the line. Good heads-up play from Sarai New.
Yeah, good play right there. As a first baseman, when you see a ball going up the line like that, the best chance you have to get the out is to come off the bag and then tag the runner as she's running to first.
Sarai New from San Diego, California. experienced player for the Bulldogs. Stepping into bat now will be number 35, Corona, the first baseman for the Lady Jacks. She'll look at a ball for the first pitch. A ball will be hit. It'll be right over into no man's land, right behind Bevier Robinson. Fale Lua will rein it in, but it is a single for the first baseman. So runner on, one out. And stepping into the play is Crawford, the center fielder. Brittany Crawford from League City, Texas, for her first at-bat today. Look at the ball for the first pitch. Now, last time these two teams met again, it was a pitcher's duel. And so far, we're out to a similar start.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, not too many hard hits or anything like that have happened yet. So both the pitchers doing their jobs right now. We saw both teams have had a couple base runners, but not too many hard hits.
Foul ball. 1-2 the count now for Corona. Excuse me, Crawford there.
Crawford right now batting .500 on the season.
Tied for heads path for that title. Ball outside. 2-2 now. And if you're Fagan here, what do you think she's trying to throw to get the batter off their game?
She's probably trying to mix in some off speed, trying to work the count and catch her on her toes.
Ball below again. 3-2. Bulldogs really wanting a ground ball to either their shortstop or second baseman to be a nice double play. And the ball will be low. It'll be a walk. So 2 on the base, 1 out. And now it'll be the pitcher for the Lady Jacks stepping in, something you don't typically often see. But Wilbur will be hitting today.
Number 10, the pitcher, Cassidy Wilbur.
So showing she can be a versatile player herself. Pitch from Fagan. Ball outside, but good job from Mia Davidson to block it up.
Yeah, you usually don't see a pitcher hitting for herself. I mean, sometimes you do, like right now, but usually there's a DP spot for the pitcher.
She hits one to the outfield, but it'll be the right fielder making the play. That's Quinn. But the runner tags up and does advance to third. So runners in the corners, 2 outs.
Yeah, great job right there by Corona, tagging up and getting to third base. It wasn't necessarily too deep of a fly ball, but just deep enough that she could tag up.
And now in a dangerous spot, Fagan is to try to get out of the inning to prevent the Lady Jacks from scoring. And in with 2 on the corners. It'll be Wolf, the shortstop. She'll take the strike for a first pitch. Wind's blowing a little bit here in News Park. Fans still creeping in to catch some great softball action. Big swing and a miss from Wolf there. 2 strikes now, and there's a chance for Fagan to get out of this situation.
Yeah, Fagan, good job by Fagan getting ahead.
Now she has a lot of pitches to work with. But we'll be right back to Fagan. We'll go through her Legs, though. And they'll say the runner is safe. The throw didn't get there in time, and that means the runner from third will score. And it's SFA who scores first here in this contest.
Yeah.
Good hustle there.
Yeah, great job by Wolf. You know, the 0-2 pitch, putting it on the ground, Fagan going right under her, and then Heimberger not making the play in time, allowing Corona to score from third.
2 outs, still 1 runner in scoring position. So SFA trying to see what they can do here with 2 outs. They're back to the top of the lineup, but the ball will be popped up, and Serrano will be able to get that. So Stephen F. Austin score first, and Mississippi State will try to come back and see what they can do when they bat in the bottom of the second inning. Now, I don't believe State's trailed in this whole Bulldog Kickoff Classic.
I don't think so.
So this is the first time they've trailed this season. We'll see how they do with it.
Yep.
Both teams sort of excited for the season to get underway. I know they have a lot of things coming up to go forward after this. The Bulldogs will be going to Pueblo Volta College Challenge in Pueblo Volta, Mexico, over February 14th to the 16th. And it'll be a tough test early for the Bulldogs as they face Southern Illinois, Central Florida, Sacramento State, and number 3 Washington, who, if you guys remember, were 2018 runner-up over the 3-day slate. They'll be over in Mexico. So all those will be available to see later on. And, of course, going over to Stephen F. Austin, they'll be home after their trip to Starkville is over. They'll face Louisiana Monroe, and then they'll be over at the 33rd Annual Louisiana Classic. We'll play Austin, PB Jackson State, Louisiana in that challenge as well. So both teams traveling early in the season.
Yeah, it's always fun to get in those tournaments in the beginning of the season and travel around and see different parts of the country.
Carter Specksarth will be leading off for the Bulldogs. In the bottom of the second, she'll take strike 1. Strong pitch from Wilbur there.
Yeah, or in Mississippi State cases, a different country.
Yes.
Going outside of the United States.
Which is always fun. That's probably the reason you do this. You get those awesome experiences. A foul ball from Specksarth there. She was reaching for one.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best things about playing any sport in college is the opportunities that come with traveling and new experiences that probably a lot of athletes wouldn't have or hadn't had until they got into college.
Pitch outside, trying to see if she would chase there, but she doesn't. Specksarth from the sophomore from the Woodlands, Texas. Facing a 1-2 count here. Trying to get some base runners for the Bulldogs. Close pitch, but it'll be just outside. Evens the count at 2 apiece. That's a tempting pitch, too.
It is.
So, good job from Specksarth there to lay off that one.
Yeah.
Ball outside, full count. So started 0-2, but Specksarth is making it a fight.
Yeah, great job by Specksarth. It's a quality at bat. Fighting to come back all the way from 0-2.
Pitch from Wilbur will be foul.
Yeah, great job by Specksarth fouling it off, staying in the fight.
And Wilbur is mixing in a good variety of pitches.
Yeah, a little bit of off speed, a lot of outside to the righties in Mississippi State's lineup.
Definitely doing well early on in this ball game. Ball will be a strike. So first strikeout for Wilbur today as Connor Specksarth looks that one go right by her.
Yeah, you do all that fighting to come back and make it a full count. You can't watch that third strike go by. She did a good job fouling off pitches before, but you've just got to keep fouling it off.
Christian Quinn will step in now. 1 hit and 3 at-bats so far. We'll look at a ball outside.
Yeah, great take right there by Quinn.
Quinn, a versatile player. She can slap or hit. She tries to slap one there, but it goes foul.
Yeah, those are the hardest hitters to play defense against because you don't really know where to stand.
Exactly. With the 1-1 count, all options on the table. The third baseman and the first baseman for the SFA is creeping in, but no good on this pitch because it's outside. 2-1 the count now. Quinn, a junior from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, transferring in from Florida Southwestern. She'll foul one off there. Wilbur threw that one inside.
Yeah, Wilbur going on both sides of the plate, making these Mississippi State hitters work.
2-2 count, 1 out. We'll see what Wilbur has to offer Quinn this time. Ball inside, close.
Very close.
Close. Full count.
These SFA fans they're screaming at that one.
Indeed, a few of them didn't make the trip all the way.
Yeah.
And it'll be a foul ball again as Quinn trying to survive.
Oh,
Was it caught? Oh, it was caught.
no, it was, I believe she stepped on the white line on the chalk or maybe on the plate. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that was a new rule of emphasis last year in the 2018 season that affected a lot of slappers. So
Quinn goes, will find herself in the dugout for this one as Emily Heimberger comes up to the plate, trying to see if she can make something happen for the Bulldogs with 2 outs.
yeah, like I was saying, if they touch that line in any way possible, they are called out no matter what.
The ball being hit over to Nova Gill, who does throw out Heimberger, and that's how the second inning will end. Stephen F. Austin holding on to their lead as they'll be up to bat in the start of the third here shortly. Sort of how Stephen F. A. Austin got here. They lost to Mississippi State in the first game, but then they beat Valpo, and they had played Middle Tennessee State. They won that one, and that's how they got to play State here today. Of course, State winning the first meeting and beating MTSU and Valpo in the Bulldog Kickoff Classic. They're excited for this one. Head coach for Stephen F. Austin is Nicole Dixon, coming into the program in 2008 from Eastern New Mexico, with assistant coach Audrey Fairfan and Morgan Spearman. Last year, the Lumberjacks had a lot of success in the Southland Conference. They were 18-9 in the conference, but they're a young team. 12 newcomers to the team. They're returning 3 positional starters, but they lost 3 pitchers from last year. So a very similar situation to Mississippi State, where they're trying to figure out their bullpen.
Absolutely. SFA right now has a lot of freshman pitchers, a lot of new players on this team, just kind of looking to rebuild and make a new statement, maybe a new standard for their program this year with a lot of new faces on the roster.
Fagan is back in the circle. She'll be facing number 17, Goodman. And does throw a first pitch strike. And how important is that to have a first pitch strike? That really does dictate how the rest of the at-bat's going to go.
Absolutely. It's really good for a pitcher to work ahead, get ahead, because then you have the ability to throw more pitches to catch the hitter swinging.
Trying to go for the same location. will be just outside 1-1. Goodman batting almost a 300 so far. We're here early in 2019. Ball will miss the outside again, as Fagan is trying to paint that outside corner, it looks like, early on. Two-one pitch. Will find it. 2-2 now for Goodman to work with. She's sort of really committing to the outside part of the plate here early on in this at-bat. Foul ball.
Yeah, Goodman right there just trying to tap it and use her speed to her advantage in that situation.
The 2-2 pitch from Fagan now. It'll be a swing and a miss, and they'll throw Goodman out. So first strikeout today for Fagan. That's how the leadoff batter is dealt with for the Lady Jacks. Nova Gill will step up to the plate, the second baseman. Hailing from Houston, Texas. Hit again, it'll find no man's land. Father Lou will bring that one in. We've seen a couple of those just sort of go over the head of the infielders.
Yeah, a couple bloop hits, you know, just kind of finding the grass, finding places to land where the players aren't. We've seen that on both sides. Nothing too hard hit, but effective.
Stephen F. Austin, the only team right now with the hits so far in this ball game. They're trying to string a few together and see what they can work with. And see, now in this defense, they actually have someone who can cover second now.
Yes. And before there was a runner on second, so Robinson, the shortstop, had to cover third on a bunt situation.
Ball outside, 1-1. Batting right now is Bennett, the DP for the Lady Jacks. Trying to see if she can advance that runner or maybe do something a little more. Big swing and a miss. It looks like she was caught off by that pitch.
Yeah, definitely. She was looking to hit that somewhere pretty far. Good job to Grace Fagan, though, getting ahead 0-2.
So pitcher duels last time, and so far both sides have been mixing their pitches pretty well. 0-2, throw outside.
Yeah, important. We were talking about how important it is for pitchers to get ahead. See, Fagan got ahead there 0-2, and now she has the ability to kind of throw a pitch maybe outside of the zone, kind of as a chase pitch.
And they'll say she committed to the swing. Second strikeout for Fagan today.
That was a close one.
Number 2, Lindsey Gregory.
Lindsey Gregory will now step up to the plate. Third baseman trying to see if she can help her team out. Stephen F. Austin did damage last time when they had 2 outs. We'll try to replicate that here. Ball will be a little high and outside.
Good job by Fagan this inning. 2 strikeouts. Last inning she had none, so maybe getting a couple of those freshman jitters out.
Absolutely. And that's what these games are for, just to build experience. Of course, as you go into the season, you'll get in that rhythm. But these early games play a big importance, as I do think it affects the rest of the season.
Absolutely. And it says a lot. A freshman pitcher going out and starting these games, definitely going to help her as the season goes on.
Ball inside. Nice pitch from Fagan there.
In these preseason games, you want your players to experience as many good moments and bad moments as they can. So that way, as the season continues and you even get into conference play, these players are prepared for any situation. They've felt these emotions already.
Ball be hit in between Heimberger and New. Will advance the runner to second. So 2 out, 2 on for the Lady Jacks as their first baseman, number 35, Corona, steps up to the plate.
Good job by Gregory finding a hole in the infield to continue the inning with 2 outs.
Corona, a senior from Tucson, Arizona, in a potential spot to increase the lead they have over the number 24 ranked Bulldogs. Ball be popped up. New calls for it. New gets it. So no damage done. 2 runners left on, and the Bulldogs escape that situation there. Now the Bulldogs, it's still a close game, still anyone's game here early on, but you have to feel if you're the Bulldogs, you want to see something going. You have yet to get a hit on the board yet, and that's something that, especially yesterday when they had 20 hits in 2 games, is something we're not used to seeing from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, right now the Bulldogs need to focus on maybe readjusting or continuing to focus on the plan that they have right now facing Wilbur. They really need to lock in and execute what they're going up there to do. Have quality at bats, see pitches, work the process. And if they do that, they can string together base runner, quality at bat, and potentially get on the board.
Absolutely. Wilbur doing a good job for a freshman, facing several good batters from Mississippi State, and she's held them hitless so far through 2 innings.
Yeah, Wilbur holding her own out there, doing good, working hard for her team.
Stepping in for the Bulldogs will be Bevier Robinson. Bevier, a senior on this team. So we'll take strike. Looked like she wanted to hit it but pulled back. We saw her yesterday deliver 2 perfectly placed bunts, so I'm sure SFA took account of that. You can see both their infielders are cheating in a little bit.
Absolutely. In this situation right now, Bevier Robinson batting 9th in the lineup. I'm sure the coaches of Mississippi State kind of had this figured out where they would like to see Bevier up, leading off the inning in the 9-hole, but then you have Mia Davidson on deck. So having Bevier Robinson get on base and use her speed to get on base, and then having Davidson come up right after her.
That's definitely an ideal situation for the Bulldogs. 1-1 count. Ball will be outside. Bevier Robinson, the shortstop for the Bulldogs. Trying to see what she can do here. She does show bunt there, but the ball goes right back over her head. Wilbur again doing a good job of mixing in her pitches. And the ball paints the outside corner. It will catch Bevier Robinson looking. Second strikeout for Wilbur today.
Yeah, another strikeout looking. We've seen a lot of those, not just in this game, but over the whole weekend by many different teams. I just think these batters have to with 2 strikes, I mean, if it's anywhere close, you've got to put a bat to it.
Yeah, Davidson will take strike 1. Can't stress the importance of a first pitch strike enough.
Yeah, good job by Wilbur getting ahead, carrying that momentum from the previous strikeout.
Big swing, but the ball will be fouled. Yeah, Davidson, no stranger to home runs. The swing for the fences on that one.
2 strikes right here. I hope to see Davidson make an adjustment and foul off the strike, even if it's not the pitch she wants.
Ball outside. Caught Davidson chasing that one. So 2 strikeouts for Wilbur in the inning.
Infielder number 24, foul play Lua.
Great job by Wilbur. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, catching Davidson, messing with her timing.
A lot of confidence for the freshman pitcher. Lua coming up to bat. Calls time and steps out of the box real quick. Lua having 2 home runs in the game previous to this one. Thought about it, but just looked at it.
Not surprised to see a first pitch changeup right there to the big power hitter. But not a bad take at all, not a bad take at all by Lua. Sometimes it's the first pitch changeup is not a pitch that you want to swing at unless you're looking for it.
Big swing. There'll be a foul ball. 0-2 count, 2 outs now.
Wilbur going right at these hitters.
Pitching with a lot of confidence right
A
now.
lot of confidence.
Now they're going to take a moment to talk about things here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Coach Ricketts pulling Fa aside, probably telling her what to expect right here, telling her, hey, don't strike out looking again. See, foul off pitches, fight up there, have some fight.
Definitely, if you're Lua, you want to put the ball in play, do
Yeah.
something with it.
Yeah, we don't want to see 3. If you're the offensive team, you don't want to see 3 strikeouts. But if you're on the defensive team, nothing like striking out the side.
Ball outside.
Good pitch by Wilbur. Great take by Fa.
And if you're a batter working behind from this, you just have to protect.
Protect. See pitches. Another great take by Leilua. You can see Wilbur is trying to make her chase.
Takes a lot of discipline to lay off a couple of those pitches.
Definitely.
Two pitch coming.
Leilua taking her hacks. A really good battle right here. Both teams they're really into it. The fans are into it.
Not going quietly as Lua, but Wilbur trying to get 3rd strikeout of the inning. Hard hit from Lua. She battles back from 0-2 counts and gets a base hit. First hit for the Bulldogs.
Great job by Leilua. She got over there at first base. She was excited. That was a really good fight between Wilbur and Leilua.
Indeed. She looked as pumped for that one as she did for her home run yesterday.
She sure did.
A lot of passion in Lua.
A lot of passion, and that's good to see.
Number 12, Gracie Dabbs will pitch run.
Dabbs comes in to pitch run for Lua as Kat Moore walks up to the plate, trying to get a little speed on the bags.
Yeah, great at bat right there. Leilua winning the battle. That puts some momentum in the Bulldogs' hands, and I'd like to see more continue that momentum.
Ball outside, strike one for Moore.
But then again, how will Wilbur respond to this? You know, 2 strikeouts before she gives up a hit. How's she going to respond?
Indeed, she's been making a living on the outside corner. Tries it again, but no good. 1-1. 2 outs. Dabs on over at first. Trying to see what they can work with here. Moore gets a signal now. Good cut from Moore, but she'll get underneath and foul it back.
Wilbur now ahead. As we've seen in these past few hitters, she's going to get ahead. She's going to come at you.
Definitely throwing like an experienced pitcher in the circle today. Trying to see if she can close out the side for the Lady Jacks. Ball will be low. 2-2. So if you're Mississippi State, if you can string a couple hits together, you're, sort of put pressure back on the Lady Jacks. Kat Moore waiting for the 2-2 pitch. It'll be out of play on the left-hand side.
Moore fouling off a few pitches, another good fight.
And it's the second time that she's seen what Wilbur has to offer. So the second time through the lineup will be interesting to see how the Bulldogs handle Wilbur. Pitch right back up the middle. Very close to hitting Wilbur herself. And you can see Moore's pumped over there on first base. All smiles.
She's fired up. Her and Fa'alelua doing a little move to each other from the dugout. Hitting is contagious. Hitting is contagious, so.
2 back-to-back hits for the Bulldogs as Sarai New steps up to the plate. The start of the inning went all Lady Jacks, and now the Bulldogs are trying to change momentum here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ball being high and outside.
Not a bad pitch right there. You know, if I'm Mississippi State, I'm thinking she's going to come at me in one of these first 2 or 3 pitches. I'm going to look for a pitch that I can hit somewhere.
Serrano trying to drive in the tying run. She'll foul this pitch off, though. 1-1. Serrano batting a .462 batting average so far, so definitely has the potential to drive in some runs. Already has 1 RBI so far in the Bulldog Kickoff Classic. Big swing and a miss. Wilbur now back in control.
Wilbur continuing to get ahead in any way she can.
And if you're Stephen F. Austin, it's what you like to see. The 1-2 pitch. Ball. She'll chase it, and it will be a strike 3 call. So 3 strikeouts for Wilbur, and that's how the bottom of the 3rd will go. Mississippi State leaves 2 runners on base. It's a good job from Wilbur.
Yeah, great job. She started out strong that inning. Mississippi State comes back, gets a couple hits, shows that they have some fight in them too, and then Wilbur finishes it up with her 3rd strikeout of the inning.
Has 4 through the game so far. Does Wilbur. Williams will now enter in the circle for the Bulldogs. She had a big night last time when she played the Lady Jacks.
Yeah, last time on Friday when Williams faced SFA, she handed them 14 strikeouts. So Mississippi State probably wanted to show a new pitcher, show a new face out there to start this game and see how that went. And they knew they had Emily Williams to bring back in based off her performance on Friday.
Is 58, Emily Williams.
Williams definitely a solid pick, a sophomore from Georgia. She'll try to keep the Lady Jacks off the board. She'll be facing Crawford first up in the top of the fourth. First pitch from Williams here. There's a strike. So how do Fagan and Williams differ in their pitching styles?
Well, Fagan is going to be a little bit more spinny. They're not too different. Fagan's going to have a little bit more spin on the ball. Williams is going to come with a rise ball and hit her corners. Not as much spin as Grace Fagan, though.
Hard hit ball from Crawford. She takes the second pitch she sees to left field. And the leadoff batter for the Lady Jacks finds first base.
Yeah, Crawford welcoming Emily Williams with a nice base hit.
Solid hit from Crawford. Up next is the pitcher Wilbur, trying to translate her pitching performance to her batting performance. Showed bunt pulled back.
You saw Williams right there with a rise ball, probably anticipating some small ball right here.
New and Montana Davidson ready to crash in. It is bunt again.
Same thing there.
Well, we're trying to help her team out by moving that runner over. It looks like 2-0 the count now. A few more faces popping up along the outfield wall as the next pitch from Williams comes. But it'll be a hit. Left fielder's tracking it. It's a new left fielder.
Grace Dabbs out there.
Number 3, the shortstop, Emily Wolf.
And now Wolf comes up. Curious decision there. Showed bunt the first two times. Had two balls, but decided to take a hack at it. Sort of worked against the Lady Jacks this time. Foul ball from Wolf there.
Wolf fouling that straight back. Just missing it.
Stephen F. Austin trying to extend their lead, but in a pitcher's duel early, every run counts. Big swing and a miss. Good pitch from Williams there. Wolf beat out a throw last time and got a single.
Yeah, giving her the RBI of this one-run game.
Wolf ready for the next pitch from Williams. We'll foul this one. It's underneath another ball from Williams.
Yeah, something we've noticed with SFA today, they've just been playing basic softball. You know, they get a runner on, they're going to bunt her over. With 0, maybe 1 out. We've seen that a couple times. So really trying to take advantage of their base runners and move them into scoring position.
And it'll be a strike 3 against Wolf. First strikeout today from Williams, where she's picking up right where she left off against the Lady Jacks.
Great job by Williams. She comes in, first batter gets a hit. She pops out the next batter and strikes out the next one. That's a good way to respond right there.
And it'll be another strike from Williams. You can hear the fans in the stands.
Yeah, I believe every time there's a home team strikeout. There's a T-shirt thrown. There's a few fans trying to get their hands on the T-shirt.
Big swing and a miss from number 4. That's Hedspath stepping in. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Stephen F. Austin trying to see if they can get another run across this inning. Chased, but it'll be thrown out anyway. So 2 strikeouts for Williams as she does pick up right where she left off. Looks like the pitching change is working so far for the Bulldogs. Midway through the 4th, and the edge is still with the Lady Jacks. Now with the style that Stephen F. A. Austin is playing, does that change the style that Mississippi State will bring to the table?
I mean, you never know. I think right now, we're in the 4th inning, and the Bulldogs are down, and SFA they're winning. I think the Bulldogs are going to fight to get some base runners, to have some quality at bats this inning, and SFA is going to fight to keep their lead and extend that lead.
Wilbur will be back in the circle to start the bottom of the 4th. And Mississippi State trying to extend their winning streak in the Bulldog Kickoff Classics. The Lady Jacks are definitely making them work for it here in this ball game.
Third baseman 32, Montana Davidson.
Montana Davidson will be the leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs. Definitely the leader in terms of batting average so far for the Bulldogs. Big swing and a miss from Montana Davidson.
Wilbur going at these Mississippi State batters. That off-speed pitch, changeup. Mississippi State needs to have a plan for when they go in the box, if they're going to hit the changeup, if they want to lay off.
Montana will put the ball in play. Will go right to Wilbur, who will throw it over to Corona for the first out. So nothing doing from the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs. Mississippi State, when collecting 0 to 3 hits, is 16-44, and definitely not a number that's favoring the Bulldogs here in close ball games where they have low hits. But when they hit anywhere from the neighborhood of 7 to 9, it goes up to 82 wins, 38 losses. So Bulldogs definitely a hitting team. When they do, they find success, but when they don't, typically against them. Connor Spexarth stepping in, struck out her first time up. Now she'll see Wilbur again. Looks at a ball for the first time.
Yeah, Wilbur, the freshman, doing a good job right now keeping Mississippi State off balance, mixing speeds, hitting the corners. You see there, Mississippi State, they're kind of guessing right now.
And they'll say she didn't commit on her swing to 0 the count for Spexarth here. Definitely a good performance from Wilbur so far. Connor will foul this one back. It'll be the first strike in this at-bat for him. And she'll look at another one. 3-1 the count now. Now, Connor Spexarth is in control of this at-bat. Trying to see something she likes to work with. Will be a walk. So Mississippi State has a runner on first, 1 out, as Quinn will come up to try to give her team at least either tie it or take the lead. And it looks like there'll be another pinch runner coming in Macy Petrie, sophomore from Demopolis, Alabama, will be the pitch runner for the Bulldogs. Potentially trying to put more speed on the bag there. Quinn waiting for her first pitch. They'll say it is a strike.
Yeah, probably a pitch. Didn't look too off speed. Probably a pitch that Mississippi State wants to be swinging at right now.
Quinn didn't get on base last time, but fouls this one. Now finds yourself behind the count early against Wilbur, which is not a comfortable place to be.
Wilbur continuing to go right at these hitters.
Trying to see if the runner would go for second, but Petrie holds up at first. 1-2. Now, if you're the head coach for Stephen F. Austin, Nicole Dixon, what is your message to the team as you sort of holding on to only a one-score lead?
Definitely, they have 5 hits. Her message is to definitely continue to work our plan up there, continue to have quality at bats, get on base, let's keep hitting, and let's score some more runs right here.
So far, her freshman pitcher has done great work against the Bulldogs. 5 strikeouts. 5 strikeouts so far. And stepping into the plate now for Mississippi State. Trying to see her number here.
Yeah, the second time these two teams have faced this weekend, and the second time SFA has shown some good pitching to these Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Next pitch from Wilbur to Emily Heimberger will be a strike, but the runner goes and is safe. So runner in scoring position now, 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Good job from Petrie to lean into that bag there.
Yeah, right now Heimberger, two outs, runner in scoring position. You're looking to hit it somewhere through the infield, hit it hard somewhere, find a pitch that you can really drive.
Ball goes up, but the shortstop Wolf will rein it in. Bulldogs held scoreless through 4 as the Lady Jacks continue to hold on to that 1-run lead they got back in the second inning. And so far, their pitcher has done a phenomenal job against the number 24 ranked team in the nation.
Absolutely. Wilbur and SFA, they know that Mississippi State has a lot of power in their lineup. They've seen it this weekend. And they're doing a really good job keeping all these hitters off balance, pitching them off speed, pitching them change-ups, mixing in different speeds, and it's really effective for SFA.
Williams will remain in the circle for the Bulldogs. And of course, if you're an experienced coach like Studman is, you've been in these situations before. So I bet you she's entering her 8th year with the Bulldogs. She's probably not stressing too much, but does want to play with a sense of urgency.
Absolutely. It's the 5th inning. It's the later innings of this game, and who's not going to go away? We've seen great pitching from SFA. We've seen them execute, score runs, and we've seen Mississippi State peak at times, but they haven't really got going yet. So who's going to continue to fight through these last few innings?
It's definitely going to be a game where whoever has the momentum last has the potential to take this ball game.
Absolutely.
We enter the top of the 5th here in Starkville, Mississippi. And Goodman will step in to face Williams for the first time today. The ball will be outside for the first pitch to Goodman. Now, if you're the Lady Jacks and you're facing Williams again, who again had 14 strikeouts against you previously, when you step into the batter's box, are you a little nervous?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I think after Williams' really good performance the other night, I think SFA is probably coming back with a new and revised plan against Emily Williams. I'm sure they expected to see her at some point today throughout the game, so I'm sure they've learned from Friday night, and they're gonna come out here with a new plan.
Good ball hit from Goodman. Right fielder Quinn had trouble reining it in, and so it will be a double for Goodman, a leadoff double. And now you're in a situation where if you're SFA, you can have thoughts of bringing this runner in, extending your lead.
Absolutely, a leadoff double, runner in scoring position, no outs. There's a lot of different ways to move her and essentially score her right here.
Stephen F. Austin has 6 hits in the ball game so far, but they've sort of been spread out in between a few innings. They can bring a few here. They show bunt.
Yeah, now Nova Gill up. Someone who brings a lot of different aspects to the plate. She can play small ball. She can hit. Coming off a great freshman year. A good player to have up in this situation.
Now in a game where every run matters, Nova Gill showing bunt here. And also we've seen Bennett show bunt before. If they get 2 bunts down, that's a runner across. So
absolutely. We'll see. And we know Nova Gill has the speed. Last season, she was tied for 11th in the nation for triples.
Definitely can clear the bases in a hurry. Something Mississippi State needs to watch out for. Shows bunt, but it'll go straight into the Bulldog dugout. Nice new addition to the dugouts is those little extra fences there. And we've seen a few times this weekend that the teams are grateful for them being there.
Definitely. Yeah, it's much easier to watch the game when you're not ducked behind the net, trying not to get hit by foul ball.
Nova Gill thought about keeping it straight but pulled back. Seemed to hesitate there on the pitch from Williams. 2-2 the count. No out. Runner at second. And the sunshine.
The sunshine is coming through.
Strike. Big strikeout from Williams there.
Absolutely. Really big strikeout. Williams gives up a base hit to right field, turning into a double. Comes right back with a strikeout. Throwing some off speed in there. Good job by Williams responding.
Having now accumulated 17 strikeouts against the Lady Jacks and making number 9 Bennett swing on that one. Williams has had a lot of success and seems to be carrying that momentum she's had last game over. Next pitch from Williams, blocked up by Davidson. Good job from Mia Davidson.
Yeah, the double to right field almost probably should have been a single, but we saw Quinn kind of roll over, but she kept it in front of her, but rolled over. Might cost them right here.
Ball will be away. 2-1 the count now. And that double for SFA really helps them out a lot. Of course, they want a bunt to get the runner over to second, but now they don't have to with the runner at second. Strike. Good pitch from Williams.
Great job by Emily Williams.
Three-two count, 1 out. Good job staying alive, but this ball's fouled away. The sun sort of came out of nowhere. It's been pretty much cloudy for most of the day.
It has, and you'll see the right side of the field is getting that sun right in their eyes, especially as it sets more.
Ball will be hit to Bevy Robinson. The runner will advance to third. The out is recorded at first. So runner at third, and stepping in is Gregory, the third baseman.
Good job by Williams. Going a lot of off speed this inning and an infield ground out.
Gregory trying to find a way to get that run in. And that runner, they'll say it'll hit her hands, but it must not hit her hands. I thought it hit her bat.
Yeah, must have hit her.
Either way, the runner is at first. The runner's in the corners, 2 outs. So Williams trying to dodge a situation here. Ball in the dirt, but Mia Davidson again keeps it in front of her. Williams is throwing a few, trying to keep it low in the zone to keep the hitters from Lady Jacks from getting underneath it.
Yeah, Corona, who has 1 hit on the day and then ended up scoring the only run of this ball game so far.
Absolutely. Corona pops one up. Sarainu goes up and gets it. And that is how the Bulldogs will breathe a huge sigh of relief. With a runner in scoring position, they managed to get the out.
Yeah. Good job by the Bulldogs getting out of that inning. A couple of base runners by SFA. SFA, they're not going away.
Absolutely. Especially for Mississippi State and you're having some hitting trouble in this game. If that runner had scored, definitely put more pressure on than what's already been there. But still, anything can happen. We know this game can shift terribly in an inning. So Wilbur will remain out there. Has done a lot of good things for the Lady Jacks. Again, another pitcher's duel.
Absolutely. Wilbur really keeping these Mississippi State hitters off balance. Out there fighting for her team who put up 1 run for her.
Bulldogs had a big year last year. They set 2 school records as a program last season, tallying a program record 55 home runs and 19 shutouts. And, of course, they totaled 30 wins and earning 2 SEC Series victories over Missouri and in-state rival Ole Miss. But they have sort of expectations a little higher this year.
Absolutely. Last year the Bulldogs, I was a member of the team last year, and we had a lot of first in the program. Won our first SEC tournament game since, I think, 2005. We made it to Championship Sunday in regionals in Tucson, Arizona. So Mississippi State this year looking to continue to set new standards. And
Bevy Robinson gets behind the count early against Wilbur. I believe she popped one up last time she was up to bat. Ball high. Good job laying off on that one.
Wilbur continuing to get ahead on these hitters.
Been really impressed so far with the confidence she's throwing these pitches.
Absolutely. She's very poised, very composed out there.
Foul ball. Shortstop for the Bulldogs trying to stay alive in this at-bat.
Yeah, Richard's not able to hold on to that one for strike 3.
A few more fans starting to line the outfield wall here in News Park. We see them trickle in as the game goes. Definitely has been a good weekend for opening action of the 2019 season.
Yes, a lot of good softball played this weekend by all teams. Opening weekend is always a fun weekend for softball.
Robinson will foul another one off. We have a battle brewing here at the plate. making Wilbur throw a few more pitches. She's thrown 81 over 5 innings so far, but still finding good locations and getting ahead on counts on batters. Ball will remain fair, and they'll say she didn't touch her. Good job from Bevier. Robinson throwing some moves to
Robinson showing her speed and her athleticism.
Now I think
Probably asking if she was outside of the runner's lane. You see that line there going down the first base line. The runner has to stay within that line for reasons like that. And
I thought she was in. I thought she may have been tagged, but the umpire said, I think that's what I think you are correct. That's what they're discussing. But from our angle, it looked like she was in the line, and they'll say she's out.
Oh.
So she must have broken that line at some point.
Maybe, or they couldn't see if
And
she was tagged, or the umpire couldn't see.
And Van Stumen's pointing.
Van Studeman.
And we can hear her from up here. She's not terribly thrilled at that call.
I mean, it was just such a good, great. What a move.
I mean,
by Bevier, and
giving a chance for the Bulldogs.
We're too far up here to kind of tell if she was tagged or if she was out of the runner's lane, but either way, it was just a really good athletic move there by Robinson.
Oh, absolutely. Van Studeman, head coach here at MSU, pleading her case for her player, and she is not happy.
Hey, you know what? Maybe that was the spark that MSU needed right here to get them fired up, get them going. The dugout's fired up, both teams, the fans.
Van Studeman is pleading her case again. Better be careful here. Not happy with the call, but play must continue. 1 out as Mia Davidson comes up to the plate.
I mean, no one better to have right now than Mia Davidson, someone who can tie this game up with one swing.
And we see a pitch get away from Wilbur. Really the first pitch we've seen get away from Wilbur here. Mia Davidson, at any moment in time, can launch one over. We've seen her potential last year. Takes a big swing, but gets underneath it again. Foul ball, 1-1 the count, 1 out. Miss B State only has 2 hits in the ball game so far. Big swing and cut from Mia Davidson. So 1-2 the count for Mia Davidson. And she'll lay off this one wisely. 0 for 2 today. David's trying to get something started for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still plenty of time for both teams to score some more runs here.
Absolutely.
Mia Davidson goes from 0-2 to a full count now. Making Wilbur work for it a little bit more. And it'll be a walk. Excuse me, she did walk the first time up, so it'll be her second walk of the ball game. So Miss B State does get a base runner. And Van Studeman this time is going to look for a change.
Yeah, Davidson, great job drawing that walk after that moment. I mean, that was just quite the play. I mean, I think she looked safe. She looked safe
The
from
call
where
was,
we were.
yeah, I thought she stayed inside the line.
She was inside the line. We didn't see a tag, but I don't know.
One runner on, one out. Wilbur is going to be facing Falelua for the third time today. Falelua, one of two players from Mississippi State who actually has a hit on Wilbur so far. And Van's out again. Trying to figure out what they're discussing here. And
It's
it'll
like
be
a pinch runner.
Dennis going on. So Dennis,
First base, number 3, Candace Dennis.
who pitched yesterday, will run today.
Another versatile pitcher like Wilbur, who can hit and pitch for her team.
Dennis on first, Falelua at the plate. Big cut. But
Just missed that.
just missed it. Falelua swinging for the fences. Has 3 home runs so far here early in the 2019 season.
A lot of power going to come from Leilua this season.
A lot of passion as well. Ball outside, 1-1. 2-1, excuse me.
A lot of passion for sure. We've seen her with her home run trot and her bat flips.
Definitely a spark that Mississippi State could use here. Ball be outside again. The Bulldog dugout coming to life. A little bit more. We've started hearing them more
Absolutely.
in the last few minutes than we
You know,
have the whole game.
Sometimes it takes something like that to get a team fired up.
3-1 the count, 1 out. Ball. A lot of ground to cover for the second baseman, but she does. Dennis will remain at first.
Yeah, great job. Great job by Nova Gill running over there to catch that.
Had a lot of ground to cover, but she didn't make it in time.
Leilua definitely was swinging for the fences with that cut.
2 outs now. If you're Mississippi State, you don't leave a runner on base for the 3rd inning in a row. Which will be 4th inning in a row. Balls pop back from Moore, who's up at the plate now. And whether it be a run or walks, Mississippi State has had base runners, but haven't been able to do anything with them because Wilbur's been so dominant. Moore waiting for the 0-1 pitch here. Ball outside, 1-1.
Yeah, right now Moore needs to really stay within herself, not try to get too big, put a nice short swing on the ball, and just find the green.
Bulldogs looking for their 3rd hit in the ball game. 2-1. Over the last few batters, we've seen Wilbur, who through 4 innings has gotten ahead on batters early. Now has been, they had the 0-2 count on Mia Davidson. Then we got behind on Falelua. Making throw a lot of pitches here in this inning. Big swing from Kat Moore, but it's over the top of it.
Yeah.
Stephen F. Austin looking to go 5 innings without giving up a run. Definitely making Mississippi State work for it. Ball's popped up, out of play.
Good job by Moore, fouling it off.
One of the ladies, the ball landed by her, didn't even flinch.
I guess if it's not coming near you, no need to move. Stay warm in this cold weather.
2-2 count. Trying to stay alive as Moore. But it's right to the 3rd baseman. Corona reins it in. 5 innings without a score go the Bulldogs as the Lumberjacks are up, holding to a 1-run lead, and they'll try to get some more breathing room from the number 24 team in the country following a great performance from Wilbur. So far, this game's been really, really close. Been a game of hits, but it's been Stephen F. Austin who's strung just a few more together than State has to find home plate.
Absolutely. You know, Stephen F. Austin has 6 hits on the day, Mississippi State with 2. Both teams have had base runners and been playing the small ball, doing what they can to get runners across the plate. SFA has been most successful with that, leading 1-0.
The last time a pitcher threw a shutout against Mississippi State, it was McKenna Bull of BYU back in 2017, so it's been a while since that's happened. And Mississippi State trying to hold back Stephen F. Austin here in the top of the 6th. 2 innings of action left. Williams in the circle. 17 strikeouts against the Lady Jacks. 14 coming in 1 game alone, but she stepped in for Fagan in the 4th. Ball outside.
Yeah, right here it'll be interesting to see, you know, with the play with Robinson in the last inning, could have gone either way. It definitely fired up Mississippi State because the play didn't go their way, but it also fired up SFA because the play did go their way. So a lot of momentum in both teams right now, trying to chip away and get some runners on base.
Crawford up to bat now for the Lady Jacks. We'll see 3 balls in succession from Williams, who's now going to have to try to fight back into this count. And she'll do just that. 3-1. 2-1, rather. This will be the first time, I believe, Crawford has seen Williams this game. Swing, that'll bring the ball foul into the stands. Stephen F. Austin from Nacogdoches, Texas. A few of their fans have made the trip out. You can see purple scattered among the maroon here. Ball popped up behind the net. Lands right in between some fans, and they did flinch that time.
They did. Yeah. They were moving on that one.
2-2 the count now for Crawford, the center fielder of SFA. And she'll foul another one off.
Crawford putting up a good fight right here.
Stephen F. Austin trying to get their leadoff batter on base to start the 6th. She's fouled 3 in a row, trying to get something she likes to put into play. And she'll hit one, but it'll be foul. 4 balls in a row foul. Williams trying to find something that'll work against the batter this time around. And as a pitcher, once you see your balls get fouled again and again, do you think it's just next pitch up?
Yeah, you just got to keep throwing it in there, keep throwing what you know. Trust your pitches, just like that.
4th strikeout of the day for Williams as she continues to have a good streak against Stephen F. Austin. Another shirt gets thrown into the stands there.
These fans really want a T-shirt.
Wilbur takes a big hack but misses. She had good success pitching against the Bulldogs, but nothing working so far in the hit department. Ball will be in the dirt. And why do you think Williams is having a lot of success against Stephen F. Austin here in 2 games?
You know, she's just pitching it. She's pitching it high. She's pitching rise balls. She's tearing up that outside corner. She's mixing in some off speed. And I think SFA is just having a hard time adjusting to it, being on time. At least in the first game they did, and a few times here in the second game. Williams is just being very effective against these hitters.
William delivers a 2-1, and it'll be fouled away into the stands again. As they have to resupply a couple of balls to the umpire here.
Lots of foul balls coming into the stands today.
Definitely, if you came to watch the Bulldog Kickoff Classic, high chance you got a souvenir. Another foul ball, but it'll stay inside the net this time. Two the count now for Wilbur. And we'll send another one foul. So little pitcher's duel working out at the plate.
Pitcher versus pitcher. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this battle?
Williams is pitching very effectively, but Wilbur's been the hot hand for Stephen F. Austin. We'll see with the next pitch here. Another foul ball. Making Williams throw a good bit here this inning. Stephen F. Austin, even though they have the lead, not going quietly, not content with their lead so far.
No, not at all. They're fighting to score more runs, definitely.
And another foul ball.
Great job by Williams. Not an easy pitch to foul off, but she waits till the last second and fouls it right off to continue this battle.
Mississippi State has not dropped a game to Stephen F. Austin yet. And from the state of Texas, where Stephen F. Austin hails from, Mississippi State has a 19-14 record against them under Studman. Ball will be popped up, and Montana Davidson will get that one.
Good at bat right there by Wilbur.
Number 3, Emily Wolf.
Even though it is a pop-up, you do feel like you fought well on that at-bat.
Definitely. Good job by Williams. Continuing to throw those pitches up in the zone and cause these SFA batters to fly out.
Good first pitch from Williams there against Wolf. Mississippi State can go through the lineup here. It should be a good thing for them. Wolf showed bunt for a moment but pulled back. 2 balls to work with here. A swing and a miss. 2-1 the count now.
Wolf having the lone RBI of this game.
Definitely had been a huge reason. She'll get another hit. Well, she'll get her first hit, rather. She'll find first base. Okay, it is her second hit. Just confirmed that one. And it'll bring the top of the lineup as Hedspeth will get into the box again.
Right fielder number 4, Alex Hedspeth.
Hedspeth has a lot of speed. So if she gets one into the outfield, it could spell trouble for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good job by Wolf shortening up a nice little hit out there with 2 outs.
Showed bunt there, but went underneath for a strike. Stephen F. Austin definitely likes showing that a lot. Really committed to this aspect of the ball game. Ball away, but good job from Davidson to block it up. Definitely want to keep that runner on first if you can. A runner on second or third could spell trouble for the Bulldogs. Van Studeman now going to the circle to talk to Williams and her team. And what do you think Studeman is saying to Williams and the others there?
Definitely probably talking about what she wants to pitch right here. You know, Hedspeth, a good batter, leadoff batter. They've come to the top of their lineup, SFA has, and she's probably just telling Williams and the defense, hey, let's focus on getting an out. We have 2 outs. Let's not give them any momentum to spark their lineup. Let's just focus on our game, focus on throwing good pitches.
There you see the Lady Jacks all smiles so far as they're giving the Bulldogs a good game. Now, Stephen F. Austin sort of changing their approach to Mississippi State since the first game.
Yeah, you know, we saw the first game these two played. It was definitely more of, it still is a pitcher's duel this game, but Emily Williams had 14 strikeouts, so there definitely weren't as many base runners. But this game, SFA has had many base runners, many opportunities to move base runners, play small ball, score. So we are seeing a little bit of a different approach this game by the Lady Jacks.
And so far it's worked through 5 innings almost. They still have a chance to add to their lead here. Bulldogs, after trailing 5 innings, 19 to 119. And Williams will get out of the inning there with another strikeout.
Big strikeout right there by Williams. Definitely something the Bulldogs needed going into this bottom of the 6th, excuse me.
Yeah, time is not the Bulldogs' friend. Here in the next few innings, they'll be playing with a sense of urgency. And you can really even though it's only a 1-run lead, because Mississippi State hasn't been hitting, you can sort of feel the pressure start building for the Bulldogs. Wilbur will be in the circle again, trying to keep the streak of the Bulldogs keeping off the board. Good through 5 so far. Sarai New will be the first batter up for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, right here, if you're new or whoever's batting in this situation when you're down like this, all you're looking to is to have a quality at bat. You're looking to see pitches, find a pitch that you can drive somewhere, get on base for your team.
First pitch to Sarai New is low. Sarai New, a good batter as well as fielder. Again, we said she's second all time for being hit by pitch, and the Bulldogs definitely could use a base runner here.
Absolutely. She's very much known for getting hit by pitches.
Another ball First time Wilbur's allowed this to happen.
Yeah, Wilbur, not very like her right now.
And Mississippi State will have their leadoff batter reach first on a walk. So Soraya New doing her job.
Absolutely. That's a quality at bat. Getting on base, very important right there for New. Very unlike Wilbur right there. We've seen her get ahead on most of these Mississippi State batters. We haven't really seen her give up many freebies like that.
Montana Davidson will be now up to the plate. Number 26, Jamie Gregg, a freshman from Hoover, Alabama, will pinch run for Soraya New.
Third baseman Montana Davidson.
And Montana Davidson definitely the leader by a good margin for the Bulldogs, trying to find her first hit of the ball game. Mississippi State trying to play a little small ball themselves, it looks like.
Definitely a bunt situation right here. We want that runner. You want that runner in scoring position. All your job right now is, as the batter, is to sacrifice yourself and get that runner to second.
Montana Davidson fouls this one, doesn't get all of it.
Wilbur probably suspecting the same thing, pitching her some high pitches in the zone. And now Davidson down 0-2. She needs to find a way to get her job done.
Pitch outside. 1-2 the count now. That may have been just to see if the runner was going to move at all. Wilbur, 5 strikeouts through 5 innings. Big swing and a miss.
Davidson just trying to get too big in that moment. When you're down, when you're behind in the count, you have to choke up, whatever it takes. Choke up, shorten up. You just got to poke the ball out there, make the defense work.
Connor Spexarth up to bat now. Trying to find her first hit of the ball game. And that ball will be fouled straight back.
Almost by us.
Almost by us. A little to the left, and it would have been right in our laps. And a hit to the shortstop, and it will be a double play. So Wolf to Nova Gill to Corona, and they'll leave another base runner on for Mississippi State. Going to the top of the 7th, Stephen F. Austin holding on.
Definitely not what you wanted to happen right there. You know, you get your leadoff runner on, you strike out and then hit into a double play. It's not being very productive with your runners out there.
Stephen F. Austin now entering the top of the 7th, trying to find a little of the insurance runs that could help their team. Still a 1-run ball game. And the game's so close, it definitely makes it high intensity to the very, very end. Again, just after trailing through 6 innings, Mississippi State 9 wins, 119 losses. So Loza will be stepping in for the 7th inning. Loza having a historic performance yesterday. Just the third perfect game in Mississippi State history. And that was a great moment yesterday.
A great moment. Like you said, third perfect game in program history. And funny, the last perfect game in program history was 1 year ago today by Holly Ward, who was a senior on the team last year. Pitched the second perfect game in program history, and then almost exactly 1 year later, Alyssa Loza does it too.
And Bulldogs had some question marks in their bullpen, but looks like they found a good one in Loza, transfer from ASU. Waste no time in throwing a strike there. Into bat, number 17, Goodman. First time seeing Loza today. Ball close, but it's going to be a little high. 1-1. Loza gets a signal. Deals. It'll be a foul ball.
You know, not a bad move at all right here by Mississippi State. SFA has not seen Loza yet. So just putting someone new out there, someone that SFA hasn't seen, trying to see a change of pace.
Definitely trying to hold back the Lady Jacks from extending this lead any more than they already have. Ball high from Loza again. Sort of knew that one got out of her control and off her hands. 2-2.
Loza, definitely a different pitcher from Fagan and Williams, which the Lady Jacks have seen. Loza's going to bring a lot more velocity. Going to be around the plate.
Consistently at 66 miles per hour on her pitches.
Loza's going to work fast. She's going to work efficiently. She's going to come at you.
It works so far. Loza gets a strikeout to start the top of the 7th.
Great job by Loza coming out there, setting the pace for this inning with a big strikeout.
Mississippi State pitchers total have 8 strikeouts today against the Lady Jacks. But even with that success, they have not found a hit, as one was close to the line but fouled off by Novagill, the second baseman of the Lady Jacks, who was in on that double play that ended the inning last time.
Right now in the top of the 7th inning, the Lady Jacks are looking to score some insurance runs.
Every little bit helps here, especially late, to put more pressure on the Bulldogs. Ball just high.
Good pitch right there by Loza.
Loza definitely different from the combo of Fagan and Williams. You can see that clearly here. She deals the next pitch, and it'll be fouled off. And what's that like as a hitter? You've seen a lot of pitches from Fagan, a lot of pitches from Williams, and then have someone like Loza step into the circle.
Loza, someone who's going to bring, as I said, a lot more velocity. You need to get on time. You know, with Williams and Fagan, it was a lot more spinny, a lot more off speed. And right now, you can see Novagill fouling a lot off down the third base line. Probably a little late on the ball, just trying to get her timing down. And the best way to do that is to get your foot down early, start your swing a second earlier.
Trying to find something against Loza, who must be feeling good after her performance yesterday. A ball will be hit to the right field again. It'll bounce off the wall. Novagill has speed, but will stand up for the double. Runner in scoring position, 1 out now And if you're the Lady Jacks, this is just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, Loza went at her right there with a little bit of a off-speed, slower pitch, and Novagill took complete advantage of that, legging out a double.
Stephen F. Austin trying to work with a runner in scoring position now. Up to bat is Bennett. She'll pop it up close to New, but right out in front of her.
You can see Bennett fouling it off down the right side. Probably a little late on that pitch. It's really important for these Lady Jacks to get on time.
Loza tries to keep the runner at second, but wasn't able to. Runner advances anyway. 2 outs, runner at third. Potential danger here.
Number 2, Lindsey Gregory.
You saw Novagill pause up a little bit when Loza checked her, but as soon as she threw that to first base, she took off to third, showing off her speed.
Be Gregory up at the plate now. 1-0 is the count to her right now. And that ball will be fouled. Corona just walks away from that one. 1-1, 2 down. The Bulldogs trying to keep Stephen F. Austin off of the board. Their last chance to get some insurance here late in the ball game. And that'll be a foul ball. 1-2 the count, 2 outs.
Right now, Gregory is trying to extend this inning. She's trying to get it through the infield to score Novagill from third.
And a strikeout. Loza coming through for Mississippi State. A 1-run game entering the bottom of the 7th. Mississippi State held scoreless through 6. They'll try to change their luck here. And this is a big moment for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Great job right there by Loza, giving up that double, but coming back with the strikeout.
It looks like Wilbur will go the distance for Stephen F. Austin. You see there the head coach, Nicole Dixon, trying to start off 2019 on a good note, and beating the number 24 team in the nation would have a nice ring to it.
Definitely trying to complete this game with a W.
Taylor Kelly will get the call to the plate. A senior from Calhoun, Georgia. She'll make her first appearance today. The sun's coming out. Could potentially play a factor here.
Yeah.
As it is coming strong on the
Right side,
right
of, the
side
field.
of the field. You're staring directly into it.
Taylor Kelly, a senior who has been in many moments like this, coming in for pinch hits throughout her career, knows this feeling, knows that she just has to stay calm, see a good pitch, and drive it.
Another ball there. The last time Mississippi State had to come back from behind was in 2018 against San Jose State. Now already in a situation here early in 2019. Foul ball. 1-2 the count.
Wilbur continuing to get ahead.
Kelly waiting for the 1-2 pitch. She'll foul this one, staying alive.
Putting up a good fight. She knows that this is an important moment for her team.
Trying to come in big for her squad. Wilbur trying to go the complete game. Strikeout number 6 for Wilbur. Bulldogs down to 2 outs now.
Right now, Wilbur needs to just stay calm, cool, and collected, continuing to pitch how she's been pitching today. And on the other side of that, Heimberger needs to start something right here for her team. Heimberger, another senior, been in moments like this.
Wilbur throws the next pitch. And it'll be another ball. Heimberger trying to find something she likes. Again, the last time someone threw a shutout against Mississippi State was McKenna Bull of BYU. And the freshman from Stephen F. Austin trying to update that stat. First strike to Heimberger. As Wilbur gets ready to deal another one. Strike 2. Heimberger just trying to get on base and survive and give her team a chance. She is the tying run.
Another strikeout by the freshman Wilbur.
Has 7 on the day. And Bevier Robinson, Bulldogs, last hope here to continue this ball game.
Robinson, another senior, up for the Bulldogs.
Should look at a first pitch strike. 2 strikes away in this 1-point ball game. Ball will be hit, but will be down the third base line, a foul ball.
Wilbur continuing to get ahead.
She's been doing it all day. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Bevier Robinson trying to keep Mississippi State in it.
Great take right there by Robinson.
Wilbur trying to close this one out for Stephen F. Austin. Going to win against a ranked opponent. And they'll do it. Strikes out the side in order to end the game. Wilbur, the freshman, comes through for Stephen F. Austin, and that's how this game will end. Very close ball game, but Wilbur was just dominant.
Wilbur, what an amazing performance she had today. Mississippi State just could not put something together to score some runs. Wilbur kept them on their toes, kept mixing off-speed pitches, and had a great showing today.
Absolutely. Mississippi State suffers their first loss of the 2019 season, and Stephen F. Austin gets their first win against a ranked opponent. And that is how this ball game will come to a close. I'm Jackson Ledford along with Morgan Bell. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening today.